What's going on? What's going on? This is Mike Phil Jones. Let's skip through the intro. I had a question, man. Very serious question. A lot of times, just so happen to because this popular content stroll through relationship YouTube, relationship TikTok, whatever have you, and I see the banter, the back and forth, the conversations, all the theories, what a man should be doing, what a woman should be doing, whatever. I ultimately ask with all of the debates that go back and forth, like, what is the end game goal with this stuff? Like, it's a tug of war that nobody is winning on either side of the spectrum. And it's kind of like, okay, so what exactly is the motivation? So aside from the likes, the clicks, the views, the talking points, whatever have you, what is the goal? I guess if everybody's trying to earn a social media celebrity off of it, then so be it. It is what it is. But if there's an actual true meaning behind it, as far as like, hey, men and women need to do this, they need to do that. Like, you have to understand is like, while you guys are bickering back and forth about the most nonsensical, a woman should be doing this and a man should be doing that, you losing in the race, because those people who understand conceptually about working together and building together and growing together and connecting with other families and other friends and whatever have you to establish themselves, they're not having this problem. I'm not saying that you don't have some of the similar situations across the board on a wider spectrum. What I'm saying is the fact that it's not televised. Maybe it is. You know what? Let me not do no assuming. Let me just put this out here like this, right? I am very interested in knowing what the end game goal is behind all of the banter and all the back and forth, because I just cannot see where there will be a positive outcome at the end of the tunnel. Where's the light? Where's the light? What do you want? Ladies, what do you want? And if it don't apply, let it fly. Gentlemen, if it don't apply, let it fly. If you're not one of these people who I'm talking about, by all means, skip. Don't even acknowledge it. It's not even worth it. But I'm trying to understand, because as a man, the most important thing to me as a man is cooperation, understanding, somebody to offer an opposing viewpoint. Not somebody who is willing to stifle my leadership, but somebody whose voice I respect because they've shown me time and time and time again that they have my best interest at heart. But they also are not somebody who is so out for self that they would destroy everything and everybody around them to achieve a single goal. You see, I'm a firm believer that all this concepts of traditional roles and stuff like that, or the biblical way of relationships and stuff, most of these people that I see, I would like to know if they actually read the Bible, or did you just skip through a couple of pages of Deuteronomy and, oh, well, a wife should be doing this and this guy had many wives, or whatever stuff that you subscribe to. Have you actually read the Bible? Do you actually understand what's in it? And do you actually apply that thing to your life to the highest extent possible? Based on some of the conversations that I see had, it's like, okay, well, define tradition. Define traditional. What does traditional mean? Okay, she cooks, she cleans, she this, she's that. If that's the case, fine. Instead of me whining about it, find somebody who's interested. I don't care personally about what somebody else may agree or disagree with. You want to date somebody outside of your race? Do it. Do it. Go over there. Go over there. Go play over there. That's perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable, as long as you and the person that you are cohabitating with are happy. It shouldn't matter. I just, like I said in the beginning, I struggle with understanding what the goal is with the banter. with the back and forth, with the talk. It's like, okay, great, good conversation. So-and-so landed a couple of zingers. So-and-so landed a couple of jabs, a couple of low blows and stuff like that. And it's like, for the sake of entertainment-wise, it's great. It's great to be entertained. But when the lights and the cameras go off, what was solved? How many people feel like they became better from the stuff that they've consumed on the internet? I won't lie to you. I've listened to a few things, finances, listened to little Kevin Samuels, listened to a few different things over my time that I actually was able to apply to my life that I think actually made me a better person. But I think that what happens a lot of times is that when people are listening or seeking advice or seeking information, so to speak, they have a tendency to take the parts that they want and then abandon the rest. It's like getting your income in order, being able to actually support a family, put your family in position based off of what you earn. That's a huge factor, and that should not be overlooked. I'm not saying that your income or your current income is a qualifier or a disqualifier for you as a man, but you have to understand, like most things, is like if I have Toyota Corolla money, I wouldn't be at the Maserati dealership. So if you feel that the women that are at your particular level are not the type of woman that you desire, then you got some work to do, buddy. You got some work to do. You have some things that you need to get accomplished. If you say, hey, I don't want a Ford, I don't want a Chevy, I don't want a domestic car, I want something foreign, I want me one of them Filipino joints, one of them Brazilian joints. Okay, well, guess what? You got some work to do. And ladies, I can't help but say that I do believe genuinely that a lot of the narratives that you guys apply, and again, if it does not apply, let it fly. But I do believe that a lot of y'all have been lied to. I believe a lot of y'all have been lied to. Y'all been sold a bill of goods, and I hate to say it. If you can find a older woman in your life that is willing to tell you the truth about what that mentality and what those thought processes have actually gotten them. Matter of fact, best piece of advice that I was ever given when it came down to just more so general advice is look at the life of the person that's giving you the advice and ask you in that particular area that they're providing you advice, would you trade places with them? Would I trade places with somebody who's giving me financial information? Probably not if they just asked me to borrow $100 last week. Don't think that would be feasible. Don't think that would be wise. I think most people would. But you have to ask yourself, would I trade places with the person that is giving me advice? So when people are giving marriage advice or like, I very seldom hear people ever actually talk about the difficulties that come along with long-term relationships. That talk about what's like when you have years invested, but you don't get along. You don't see eye to eye. You don't even want to look at that person. How do you reel it back in? How do you keep from stepping out and going into the street and going to go try to find what this person won't give you? How do you do it? You don't hear that much. You just hear about what this person isn't doing and what group of women or what group of men somewhere out in Narnia and people's imagination that will do it. And I'm a firm believer that it's like, if it was that good, somebody in their own community would already have them. I'm going to say that again. I believe that if it was that good, somebody in their own community would already have them. That might sting. That might need a little time to settle in. Anyway, follow up with some more of these details later, man. Just if anybody could please help me understand, what is the goal? What is the goal? Where are we going with this? What is the goal? What is the plan for all of this back and forth conversation about relationships, and men need to do this and women need to do that, and tables and what they need to bring to them? What's the goal? Honestly, not your make-believe goal, not your understanding of something, but really, where is it going on a serious side? Anyway, that's my time, guys. Peace.